John Beltran back at Sunset Baseball Field in Brush as we head to the second inning in this 2011 3A District semifinal, and it's a stunner so far. La Junta, the 26 seed, leads Brush 6-0 as Ryan Hirschfeld was tagged for 6 hits in the opening inning, including a home run by Troy Schreivogel. It'll be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, Anthony Lopez, Brandon Mosher, and Brian Ramirez against the right-hander, Hirschfeld. Lopez awaits the first pitch, and he takes a changeup, a little bit low and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Lopez reached on a fielder's choice, driving in a run. 1-0. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes. You'd have to figure that Hirschfeld is on a very short leash in this inning. Any trouble, and he's going to be out of the game. The Bead Diggers are down by half a dozen. 2-0. There's a strike, a changeup on the outside corner at the knees. 2 balls and 1 strike. 13 wins for Brush this year, 9 for La Junta. The offering swung on and lifted into shallow left field. Hansen comes on, still coming. He has to play it on a hop. And it's a base hit for Anthony Lopez, who's 1 for 2. I don't think Hansen got a very good jump on that ball. It was hit off the end of the bat. And here's Brandon Mosher, who had a 2-run single in the first inning. 7 hits now for the Tigers. Blake lays down the sign, throw to first, and close, but back in diving is Lopez. And sometimes you see teams in the playoffs, you wonder how they have losing records. That's what they said about the Bead Diggers 3 years ago when they were 9-10 and went into Bishop Machbuff and won 2 games, popped up into foul territory, and that one is out of play over the press box. It's no balls and 1 strike. Good changeup there thrown by Hirschfeld. With Brian Ramirez on deck. And obviously the La Junta strategy is to have Braxton Oquist go as deep into the game as possible. And he certainly economized pitches in the first inning with only 13, retiring the Bead Diggers in order. No balls and 1 strike. 1 on, nobody out in the second. La Junta leads 6-0. Big throw there over at first base off a big lead, and back in diving is Lopez. La Junta stole 3 bases in the opening inning, so they're being extremely aggressive. The stretch. And that fastball's up and in. 1 ball and 1 strike to Brandon Mosher, the right-handed hitting right fielder for La Junta. Hirschfeld at the belt, 3-step lead at first. The offering runner going. The curveball's high. The throw to second. It's going to hit the second base side, I should say. And in sliding safely is Lopez with a stolen base. 4 stolen bases for La Junta. And they're certainly playing a very good game right now. 2 balls and 1 strike. And he went on the perfect pitch. The stretch and the offering. Swung on, driven foul down the left side. It's 2-2. And the Bead Diggers certainly have the offense to come back. That's their strength. But even good teams can't fall behind by this much and hope to win. 2-2 to Mosher. The offering. Swung on and grounded foul. That was hit sharply, and a breaking ball right out over the middle of the plate. Remains at 2-2 to Brandon Mosher. Yeah, they're seeing the ball like it's a beach ball right now. Lopez leads off of second. Hirschfeld stretches. Hirschfeld delivers. Swung on and grounded to third. Tormolen looks back to second, throws to first. There is 1 out. As Mosher's retired, Lopez remains at second. Here's Brian Ramirez, who hit that sharp grounder that deflected off Tormolen to Mares. That's right, from third to second, and Mares threw him out. That was the first out of the first inning. The offering. Swung on and lifted into deep left center field. Christian Valles is way back towards the fence. He looks up, and it's a 2-run homer for Brian Ramirez, and La Junta leads 8-0 in the second inning. There was little doubt about that one. Now let's see if that's going to be it for Ryan Hirschfeld. It will be. He's done after an inning and a third. And we'll tell you about the new pitcher as this pitching change brought to you by Edwards Wright Price Market in Flowerland at 1201 East Platte Avenue in Fort Morgan. Stop by and get what you need to refuel on game days. It's a 90-second break. We're back in 90 seconds on 1010 KSIR, KSIR.com, and KBLJ. Well, the Beat Diggers bring in the power arm, Gregory Mayers. Coyote Cohen's now at second base. 8-0 La Junta here in the top of the second inning. Wind and pitch. Fastball is outside to Braxton Oquist, who struck out in the first. Yeah, Ryan Hirschfeld easily had his worst outing of the year, allowing all 8 runs over an inning and a third. Fastball a strike on the outer half of the knees. Now the Beat Diggers are going to have to prove while they're a good offensive team. They've averaged 15 runs a game over their last 6. The offering. Upstairs with a fastball, 2-1. They're going to need every one of those runs, or at least most of those, down by 8. 2 balls and 1 strike. The hard-throwing right-hander delivers. Swung on and fouled off to the right and well out of play. It's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The base is empty. The wind and offering. Breaking ball all the way to the screen. 3-2. Tiger Baseball brought to you in part by La Junta Economic Development. It'll be a payoff pitch from Gregory Mayers to Braxton Oquist. And here it is. Low with a fastball. He walked him. So Oquist reaches. Here's Casey Weber. Weber had an RBI single in that 6-run first inning for La Junta. And he will step in as La Junta batted 12 in that opening frame when they scored 6 times. They did leave the bases loaded, but already had done enough damage. Now let's see what Mayers does with a runner at first. La Junta's capitalized on every opportunity the Beat Diggers have given them. And the offering. Fastball is outside. 1 ball and no strikes, and it's rare that the Beat Diggers get retired in order like they did in the first inning. So Braxton Oquist, who's at first base now as a base runner, has got to be pretty confident heading into the second. Swung on and fouled off to the right. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Beat Diggers have not lost here since falling to Eaton on April the 7th in a 7-0 game. The 1 ball, 1 strike pitch, here it is. Fastball is outside. 2-1 to Weber. Yeah, you can't even think about the second game now if you're Brush. You just got to get back into the first game and then hope you can win it. La Junta's not thinking about the second game either. Swung on, driven into center field. That is a base hit. Baez will charge as advancing to second as Oquist. And that's 3 hits in the inning, 9 in the game for La Junta. So here's Dallas Oquist, who had a single in the first inning. I mean, this is remarkable. This is a playoff game where La Junta looks like the 7th seed and the Beat Diggers look like the 26th. Right now, they're in danger of going down by double digits. The stretch by Maris. Looking back. And the pitch. Fastball, a strike on the outer half at the knees. It's 0-1. Yeah, this is going to have to be a marathon game if the Beat Diggers hope to win it. They got a lot of hitting to do. The offering. Fastball, a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-2 to Dallas Oquist. Look at the bottom 2 in that lineup. They're a combined 3 for 3 for La Junta. The offering. Breaking ball swung on and missed in the dirt, scooped up by Blake. First base was occupied anyway. And it's a strikeout of Dallas Oquist. There's 2 down for Troy Schreivogel, who had a home run on the 3rd pitch of the game, then reached on an error later in that inning. The stretch and the offering. Swung on and driven high and deep to left field, but now Shea Hansen comes into his right and makes the catch for the out, and the inning is over. La Junta scores 2 runs. They do it on a 2-run homer from Brian Ramirez. No errors and 2 men left. We head to the bottom of the second in this 3A district semifinal. La Junta 8, Brush nothing on 1010 KSIR, KSIR.com, and KBLJ. La Junta leads Brush 8-0 in this 3A district semifinal. The winner of this game will take on the winner of the 12:30 game between Florence, the 10th seed, and the 23rd seed Sheridan. And some Florence players already on hand watching this game, probably extremely surprised, like most of us are, that not that La Junta's winning, but that they're winning by 8 runs in the early going, as Ryan Hirschfeld lasted just an inning and a third. And the Bee Diggers will start the bottom of the second with Shea Hansen. He'll be followed by Colby Waitert and Mitch Tormolen. Hansen on the season was a .440 hitter, so now the Bee Diggers send up the meat of the order. Wind and pitch, and that is a fastball for a strike. Looked pretty low from here. 0-1. Well, that looked very low. No balls and 1 strike to Hansen. Wind and offering. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him. 0-2. Braxton Oquist, as we mentioned, he brought it in the first inning. Looks pretty confident. It's easy to be confident with an 8-run lead in the second. The offering. Low and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. La Junta scored 6 in the first and 2 in the second. The Bee Diggers trying to chip away in the bottom of the second. The pitch. Curveball is tapped foul at the plate. And the count remains at 1-2. For all of your title needs, visit Tim Weimer at Northern Colorado Title, 205 West Kiowa in Fort Morgan, and at 1305 Edison Street in Brush. CNC Auto Parts is your local Napa Auto Parts store. 1-2 to Hansen, and that is low and away, 2-2. Troy Schreibogel began the first inning rally with a home run, and then La Junta just kept hitting the ball. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and grounded right back to the pitcher. Oquist throws to first, and Hansen is out. That's 4 retired in a row to begin
Number 5, Colby Waitert.
This game by Braxton Oquist, and here's Colby Waitert, the Bee Diggers shortstop. Yeah, it's only a matter of time, you would think, until the Bee Diggers get the bats going. They face some good pitching this year and have been able to feast on it. Fastball is a strike at the knees, I'm telling you. Those pitches look low. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. And the offering. Swing and a miss and a breaking ball. It's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to Waitert, who's right on top of that plate now. The Bee Diggers have yet to get a base runner hitting with an open stance. 0-2 offering. And that is low and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. With Mitch Tormolen on deck. 1-2 to Waitert. And the pitch. Swing and a miss and a sweeping breaking ball, and there's 2 down. This is a quiet Bee Digger crowd on the third base side. No momentum going after a 6-0 first inning for La Junta. And here is Tormolen and Waitert. .461 on the season. Before that at bat, Tormolen hitting .326, and he takes a fastball for a strike on the outer half at the knees. It's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike to Tormolen. Wind and pitch. Fastball, strike 2. Same location, same pitch. You're looking at Brush, they almost don't have a chance the way they're looking here. They've got to step it up here. 0-2 offering. Bounces it into Altamirano. It's 1-2. Yeah, La Junta at one point had a heavy tradition of outstanding baseball, and they're still a playoff team, although not the type of season they wanted. However, they can make up for that today. The offering swung on, tapped foul at the plate. Count remains at 1-2 to Mitch Tormolen. Couple of strikeouts already for Braxton Oquist, the right-hander. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Wine and Offering swung on and grounded to the third baseman. A big Sunday hop, and the throw to first is perfect. Tormolen retired by Sean Make. It's another 1-2-3 inning. Let's head to the third. It's La Junta 8, Brush nothing on 1010 KSIR, KSIR.com, and KBLJ.